Hey y'all, it's me. It's your girl, the real deal, and you already know. Like, share, and subscribe. What's up, real deal? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever it is in your country. You are a real deal. Yes. Yes. Y'all see on the screen how y'all doing, real deal? Y'all see who back? Yes. Yes. The GOAT is back. Simone Biles is back and speaks after her return, her 2023 competition. She won, y'all. Her injury, she happy, she married, she happily married, she is back. Her injuries are all gone, but you know how your injuries are. Yeah. So let's check it out. Thank you, DJ. I got the baddest DJ. Okay. All right, y'all. We're gonna listen to Simone Biles. She's gonna speak after returning from her gymnastics. Uh, okay, returning to gymnastics. Okay. This is Simone, y'all. For those who don't know, beautiful little 26-year-old Simone. Yes, she's back, real deal. My girl. That's my girl. And she looks so happy. Skin bright and clear and everything. Here we go, y'all.
I think the night went really well. It's kind of what we practice in the gym, and we had a mock meet Saturday. I went to camp just recently, so everything has fallen into place. I feel really good about where I am right now, mentally and physically. I still think there are some things to work on throughout the night and in my routines, but for the first meet back, I would say it went pretty well. I'm very shocked, surprised, so I'm happy. I feel a lot better now that that's out of the way. Yes. Literally, it's literally like an Amazon, like cubic zirconia. It was like $15.
So when you said shocked, you were shocked?
Yeah.
What shocked?
I think what shocks me the most is everyone's so supportive, like in the crowd, all of the girls, all of the signs, like after everything that transpired in Tokyo. I mean, obviously, you know, they at me in all of those tweets and stuff, so I get a lot of that stuff. But the amount of like outpouring love and support that I had on Twitter, on Instagram, and in the arena was just really shocking and surprising to me that they still have so much belief in me. They still love me, and it just makes my heart warm because it's nice to come out here and have all that support, especially in a time like this where I was like really nervous to compete again. But everyone, I can't ask for more.
Yeah, how does it feel to be back after 2 years?
What does it feel like? I mean, I guess it's kind of the same, kind of how the night went.
Yeah.
So pretty.
What advice do you have for athletes that are struggling with their mental health?
Well, I definitely say you kind of have to take that mental break because if not, obviously your body will decide for you. And that's kind of what mine did in Tokyo. It was the worst timing, but obviously I'm very happy what happened just because I got to go and really focus on myself, and I'm still continuing to work on myself and go to therapy and make sure everything is all in line so that in the gym we can just focus on gym.
Simone,
Yeah,
what is the
wait,
process?
Scott.
Yeah, what has the process been like the last 2 years, kind of deciding if you wanted to do this again?
In the beginning, whenever I came back to training, it was, I believe, September, and it was kind of just playing around in the gym, trying to get fit again. I took almost all of October off, some of November because I was doing like a lot of speaking engagements and stuff. And then obviously the holidays roll around. So we're like, okay, just stay in shape. Let's play with some combinations. Let's put out some routines. And I really feel like Laurent is always one step ahead of me. So every time I would come into the gym, he's like, okay, so I have some set routines for you. And I'm like, what? I'm literally just trying to get in shape. And then once the new year started, that's when I started doing like 2-a-days and trying to get really back into shape. And obviously I still had some things, and I was working on the wedding. So after May, we really buckled down. But before that, it was just still training, still trying to do routines and stuff like that. And I'm not sure I even actually told them or we told each other. I think it was just like we could kind of see it. Because then Laurent was like, okay, we're competing at classics. And I was like, oh, I am. Okay, got it. I think it was just like so unspoken that neither one of us wanted to say it. And Cecile too. And then the Leos got shipped to the gym and I was like, okay, this is what I'm wearing. I guess I am competing. So it's just kind of unspoken, but like we knew.
If what my website is telling me is correct, you were just there, you were checking it out,
yeah.
but for one reason or another, you didn't register.
It's my girl. She's back, y'all. Olivia. Boy, Olivia was about to be interested now.
You're gonna say. So maybe the next day it was different, but yeah, just kind of committing and deciding like, okay, after the wedding, we're gonna go full force. We're gonna take this pretty serious. If I want a potential spot, I'm making championships and worlds. We knew that we kind of had to buckle down and stop doing events and all of this stuff. Kind of put life on hold right now, and then it will continue after.
It looks like next year is the Olympics and everything. What's the plan for next year?
Right now, I think I should just embrace what happened today, be happy. For me, for my teammates, we'll go into championships in a couple of weeks, work on those tweaks that we had today, but I'm in a really good spot. And who knows? I'm not going to think so far ahead. I know everybody, it's just like when you get married, they ask you when you're having a baby, you come to classics, they're asking you about the Olympics. I think we're just trying to take it one step at a time and we'll see.
It looks like you're having more fun than being nerves. Was that actually how it was? Or
Oh, did it look like I was having
it looked like you were having fun dancing with
Oh,
Jordan,
thank God. That's good because I was very nervous. So at least if it looked like I was having fun, that's good. But I think after every routine, it got a little bit easier. And usually my power events like vault and floor, I go in, I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to make these. I think this was complete opposite. Like in trainings, I've been making all my bar sets, all my beam sets. So that's kind of a complete 180 for me. So to get that out there on floor and vault, I was like, ooh, how's this going to go? Like,
Y'all see how when you sometimes you need a break. You gotta when she got that break and spend time on herself and got herself mentally, together and everything. Everybody go through something. It'll change you. It'll make you better. And then she got married. She got a supporter now. He's a football player, so that's good. I'm proud of her.
But not as confident. So getting back in that groove and just having fun and remembering that I'm here for myself and stuff like that. It made all the difference. So I'm very happy we get to go home and celebrate this. It's the little wins. So I'm just very excited that I was able to do what I've done in training and have Cecile and Laurent, all the girls behind me, supporting me, and just so happy. And I think we all had a good meet from WCC. We kind of had a WCC sweep on the podium. So that's also something else to celebrate.
What is the most?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we'll keep going. All right, just check. What was the most emotional moment of the night for you?
I don't know. I thought I was going to be really emotional coming out. And then just even in training, I think it was more in podium training yesterday. As soon as I done that first full out on bars, everybody was like screaming so loud. And I was like, I'm twisting again. So to just have that support means the world. And I think that's when we got emotional, and like my coach and my parents and my agent, I think they got a little emotional after a vault and everything. And so did medical and Annie, because we've just been through so much at the Olympics, and then to come back and have kind of a 180, it was really nice.
Yeah, you know what? And she just 26. She got so much time. 26? Jesus. It's no way. I knew she wasn't retiring. I knew she was going through something, but she happy now. That's the main thing.
How does twisting feel?
I still get a little bit nervous, but I think it's just like subconscious. But other than that, like I know my body is capable, prepared, and all of that stuff. So I just have to trust my training.
Simone, you talked about trying to just enjoy this moment. Has that been, I mean, we're always thinking ahead, thinking of the next big thing.
Yeah.
Has that been something you've been working on with your,
Yeah, I think so. Just living in the moment, trusting myself, trusting my coaches, trusting my training. Because before it's like, I could be doing anything and then go do whatever flip. And now I just have to have faith a little bit more in myself. And I have to keep reminding myself, like, you can do this. You've done this since you were younger and stuff like that. But I also think that it has to do with, like, I'm just getting older. Like, my body is a little bit more, so I get a little bit nervous that my body is like,
I kind of
I
figured it.
rely on myself, but is my body going to rely on me? But other than that, just living in the moment, it has been hard, but I also think it's been easy because me and my husband, since we've been a little bit long distance, he's in Green Bay. That's all we have to do while we're both separated, both elite athletes. So it's kind of made it a little bit easier. And he has a scrimmage tonight, so I haven't talked to him yet, but I will after this.
But you mentioned
Ooh, sorry.
To been training for 3 months and you did this. I mean, it's hard not to think about what could happen if 6, 8, 9, 12 months from now, right? I mean,
I was talking to Laurent after, and we were like, I think I'm in better shape than I was in 2021. Like, I think that goes mentally and physically. So that's really nice, and we're a little bit more prepared because usually at classics, you're like 50-60%, and then at championships like 80, and then hopefully at Worlds Camp, and then Worlds you're 100%. But I really do feel a little bit more prepared than any other classics that I've been to. But I've always had faith in Cecile and Laurent, and I always knew if I went to the gym and told them, hey, I want to compete this year, I want to be doing classics, they would prepare me. And that's exactly what they did and what we did as a team. So I'm really happy to have them by my side because I couldn't do it without them.
What do you think sparked your decision to want to return? What motivated that?
I mean, I think it's kind of obvious. You saw what happened pulling out of 5 finals whenever I know what I'm capable of and knowing what I can do. And it was like a mental injury, So something like that, I knew I could, with the proper work and the proper help, I knew I could come back and hopefully have a shot. It's just about really taking care of my body right now. And so that's what we're doing. And it's working. So we're going to continue to do that. But don't ask about 2028 because listen.
You talked a lot in Tokyo. I think you posted while you were there about having the waves of the world and feeling the waves.
Yeah.
How do you feel now about the pressure of
Yeah. I think I feel a lot better because I found ways to manage that. It's like deleting Twitter, not trying to look at it and stuff like that. Because there are really nice comments. You have your supporters, your fans, like your day ones, and then you have those really nasty ones that can get to you. But I really do feel like being an elite athlete, we're expected to do what we do and to go through what we go through just because we're so good at what we do. But at the end of the day, we're kind of not normal. The things we do aren't normal. And yes, we go through normal people stuff. So to expect us to just drop it for an Olympics or whatever, it's kind of hard to tell somebody that, especially when you're at the top of your game. But at the end of the day, we have a really good team surrounding us that we can manage all of that stress and everything. So I do feel a little bit more positive going into this cycle, or I guess like the jump into it, with the resources that we have and everything going. I think it'll just be different. I mean, we're still dealing with COVID, but not to the capacity. We're going to get to have our family and our friends go, and we'll get to be in the village. So the experience will be so different that we won't be stuck in our thoughts all day. We'll get to focus on our gymnastics, and that's it. Because I think Tokyo was really hard for a lot of athletes, because after what happened to me walking around the village, all the athletes coming up to me having similar experiences, but it was unspoken, it's just kind of silent demons that we were all fighting. But getting to talk to people and realizing we're kind of all going through this together was nice. But it's sad because it's the pinnacle of your career. You should be on top of the world, and everybody's like kind of dreading it and so sad. But I feel grateful that I get this opportunity and to come back out here and to compete in front of a crowd, because I truly didn't believe I'd be back here competing at all. So yeah.
Maybe it's ridiculous, but it just, given the reaction you got, it feels hard to imagine that at some point you weren't sure how the fans were going to receive you.
I can show you my Twitter feed, and you might think differently, or Instagram or Facebook. But I knew everybody obviously in the building has so much support. So that I wasn't worried about. I think I was more worried about outside noises, but coming in here and seeing all the girls, and they're just so excited and happy and proud for me. It's just like, this is why I do it. One day they'll be out here competing, and hopefully the people in the crowd believe in them as much as they believe in me. So I just feel super grateful for them. I think going into it, I really was doing it for me. And then there were all those outside noises and then everybody telling me like, you're our gold medal token and all of that stuff. And that's from our inside team. That was really tough. And then I would have a practice and I would be concentrated and I would have fun. And then they would come up to me afterwards and be like, Simone, you need to be more cheery. The girls are struggling a little bit. Da, 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 da. And so there were a lot of things that since I had already been to an Olympic Games that they were also expecting out of me that I kind of couldn't do my own job. I did as much as I could, and I'm so grateful that I can help those girls because that's what a captain does. You guide those girls, but it's at some point we can't nitpick everything we do. And as long as we're in there doing our training, which that's what we were doing, I think that's all that matters. But then it got a little bit crazy on the outside. But I'm really grateful and I'm super excited for all of those girls that got to compete in Tokyo and show off their talent. And now a lot of them are here or in college, so happy. So it was a good team.
Well, I guess, I mean, what does it mean doing it for me mean now?
Yeah, I think truly, I'm also a little bit older. I'm more mature. So at this point, it like, nobody's forcing me out here. This is truly me. So it's definitely for me and nobody else. And I also don't think I have kind of the weight of going back-to-back Olympics. So I feel a little bit better about that, kind of taking a fresh start in everything and still going out there and talking about mental health. And
all right, y'all. That is Miss Simone interview since she been back. What y'all think, real deal? Y'all think, hey, y'all already know she ready now, y'all. But I can tell her, I can tell when the way she land, she don't have the speed. Like she'll get it back. She don't have the speed like she had, used to have her take out. I see that, I see a different in her, I watched Simone, so I see a different in the way she takes off on her ankle, how she landing. She good, but she still got to work on it. She got, like she said herself, mentally she's working on it. But we know she's gonna do it. We know she's gonna win that Olympics for us, and our team should look better too. All right, y'all. This your girl. You already know. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.